There is no other place to be other than to be Our Lady to Lady Global Conference 2019, happening on Saturday the 23rd of March at the Excel Center. This is one meeting you cannot miss in 2019 because of how special this conference is to God. This conference is so special to God. God always visits the ladies, especially at this conference. Words are not enough to articulate the experience of the conference. It is a refreshing time. The word, it's so tangible. The presence of God is so tangible. The Lord said to me that I would visit the ladies especially on this day. There'll be a special touch from Him as we worship and as we fellowship on the day. He says, I will touch them in a way they've never been touched like never before. Oh, the experience of His touch. You see, when God touches you, once He touches you or once you touch Him, something happens when He touches you. So God wants to visit us especially on that day. It's our 10 years. And the Lord also said to me, He says, there'll be an overflow of grace. There'll be an abundance of grace. So much so, it will be poured out. It will be poured out so much. So as we celebrate 10 years, I'd like to invite you to come celebrate 10 years of changing lives, of transforming lives, of homes, marriages, lives of children. I would like to invite you. Come and celebrate 10 years with us. It's a place to be. It's an atmosphere of the supernatural. Things happen. When we gather together, it's a gathering of God's people from different races, different tribes, different nations, churches under one roof, as we fellowship and worship God in the Holy Ghost. It's so special. Nothing beats that. You see, Lady is likened to the fellowship between Elizabeth and Mary. When they came together, these are two ordinary ladies. They both became pregnant supernaturally. In the natural sense, it's not possible. In the natural thinking, it's not possible. But God visited them. There was a special visitation. And when that visitation happened, nothing could stop what happened. And they both carried greatness inside of them. They both gave birth to greatness. And we still celebrate them till date. That's how God wants to celebrate you as you celebrate 10 years with us. It's going to be a time of change. It's going to be an atmosphere of the supernatural. It is one meeting, I say it is one meeting you cannot miss, because God just sets your year, your 10 years, your generations after you, just by being at this meeting. That's what the Lord has been telling me. He says there'll be a generational change. You will activate something in your generation now and the generation that will come after you. So, and things began to happen. They prophesied together, those ladies. They believed that God, there was a miracle. And baby leaped. And Elizabeth said, when you believe, there'll be a performance of God's word. In our meetings, we see such miracles, unimaginable miracles. Babies leaping, people being pregnant supernaturally, things being changed, people with mental illness, people going through all sorts of different challenges. Things just turn around just by being present. You cannot afford to miss this, because there's a special visitation at this time, because the theme is enthroned. There's something special God wants to do, and He lets me to let you know that it doesn't matter the report you've received. It doesn't matter what they have told you. But on that day, we'll change the report. Even now, the reports are changing, because the people that have registered, we've started praying over the names. We're praying for them. I personally am praying for them. And things are turning around. And they already start experiencing joy. And there's something He wants to also give us. He said, I want to give you joy in your spirit. Joy unspeakable. And as we live there that day, we're going to live with joy unspeakable. So I'm not saying that you may have other places to be, but make it a date to be a late 2019. 10 years of changing lives. 10 years. You can imagine what God will do in another 10 years. He said generations will change as a result of this meeting. And I believe it's every word. So, things happen when we gather together. Things. And you'll feel the tangible presence of God, the manifested presence of God in our meetings, because we come together to fellowship. That's the power of fellowship. So register now at www.lady-to-lady-conference.org. Be a part of it. Invite others. Be a part of it. This is the only place to be. God bless you. Hope to see you.